Let's quickly name the structures on the board. Let's quickly name them. Now, these are organic compounds. Often at times you are asked to find or name or what is the IUPACnomenclature of structure. In naming organic compound, there are certain rules that you must obey. Okay, there are certain rules you must obey. Now, rule number one, the way the name is going to end, that is the suffix. And for you to know how the name is going to end, you need to identify the family of that organic compound. So here we have two structures. We have structure 1 and what structure 2. The first structure here, we need to identify the family to which this compound belongs. And looking at the compound very well, you can see that we have what? A COOH. Whenever you see a COOH in a compound, that compound is oic, alkanoic. So that means the name of this compound is going to end as oic. So you've identified the suffix. The next thing you need to identify in this compound, if there is a prefix. Alright? If there is a prefix, is there a prefix? Okay, yes. So looking at this, I can see that this is a prefix. This is a CH3 from what? An alkyl member. Okay? This is where, yeah, this is a prefix to it. Now, if we are moving like this can also be what? A prefix. The last thing you are going to identify is for you to count what? The longest continuous carbon chain. The longest continuous carbon chain that will form the roots. That will form the roots of the hydrocarbon. I mean the organic compound. Are we there? Alright, so now the longest here, if you count it, 1, 2, 3, this is the longest. And 3 is what? Is prop. 3 is what? Is prop. So we have been able to identify the three things that forms what? The name or the IUPACnomenclature of an organic compound. 1, the prefix, the root, and what? The suffix. So the suffix in this compound is oic. The prefix here is what? Is methyl, and of course the root name is what? Prop, because we have what? 3 carbon atom. Alright, now a quick one, or lastly, you need to number the carbon atoms so that the suffix will have the lowest number. I recap. You need to number the carbon atoms so that the suffix will have the lowest what? Number. So the appropriate numbering for this, you say 1, 2, 3. You will not number it 1, 2, 3. If you number it this way, this is a wrong numbering. You are giving the suffix the biggest number. Alright. So now that we have it numbered, that the next thing is for us to do what? To name it. So the prefix first is what we come. The prefix is a carbon number what? Carbon number what? Carbon number 2. So this will be what? 2, and this is what? Methyl. So this is 2-methyl. The root name is prop. So this is 2-methyl propanoic. Propanoic, prop, 3 carbon atom, oic, that is the suffix. So this compound is 2-methyl propanoic. Is that taken? 2-methyl propanoic. So in every compound, you need to identify the suffix, the prefix, if there is any, and what? You number the carbon atom so that the suffix will have what? The lowest number. Alright, so let's look at the second one here. You can see that the second one is, they are similar, except you see the position of what? Of chlorine. The chlorine is alternating, and on this one they are on both what? On both sides. When you see compounds like these, that where we have what? The prefix alternating, and on both sides we said that the compound exhibit what is known as what? Geometric isomerism. Geometric isomerism. Alright, we'll look at that in our subsequent video, but here we want to name what? The compound. Now, when they are alternating like this, you call it trans. When they are on the same side, you call it what? Cis. When they are alternating like this, you call it trans. When they are on the same side, you call it what? Cis. Alright, so let's go back again. Now, which family do you think these guys belong? We can see a double bond right here. Whenever you see a double bond, you know that it belongs to what? That is what? The alkene family. The alkene family. Alright, the alkene family. The next thing is for us to identify what? The root. The root. The root. What's the root here? The root is just 2. 1, 2. That's what? The root. The root is, and 2 is what? Carbon, that's 2 carbon atom, and 2 is what? Earth. Number 2 is earth. Alright, so what about the prefix? The prefix are what? Are the chlorine. So we have a prefix in carbon number 1. I also have a prefix in carbon number 2. And this you will call it what? Trans 1,2-dichloroethene. Trans 1,2-dichloroethene. Why these ones, they are on both sides, on the same side, you call this what? Cis 1,2-dichloroethene. Cis 1,2-dichloroethene. Cis 1,2-dichloroethene. Why this is what? Trans 1,2-dichloroethene. Alright, right? So if you have any question, please drop it at the comment section. If you have any organic compound you're finding difficult to do or to name, we will look at it together. Please do not forget, remember you need to identify your suffix, your prefix, and the root name. With this, you can name any aliphatic compound. Thank you.